Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. They're on the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Leading the opposing sideline, that's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. Big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Shotgun now for Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Escapes the pocket, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3rd down, they need 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Down. 60 red. Set.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it complete to Reed. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Running on first here with Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. In on the stock, had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. Blue, ready?
Going run again with Jacobs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
And the pack gets home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Throw is caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, Hurts. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Offense to the line. This is 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Eagles 1st down.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Let's go. Push.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Ready up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Here we go.
9 at the 36-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we cut.
3rd and long for him here. Flush down out to his left. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Cut.
Play fake. It's Love. pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
His own 49.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
Ready, break.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second and pretty long here. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Eagles 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Hurts on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Into traffic, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Oh, he's going to run for it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. A gain of 12.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Makes the catch. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, Hurts. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Thrown on first down, Love. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Love looking to pass. This is Reed working the right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Love. Throwing the out route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
14 yards. That's another.
Loves to throw again. He brings it in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. All set now, first and 10.
That's another. Packers
Ready.
first down.
45, wide, ready.
Stick it in the air, Love. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Ready,
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28.
Throwing again, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Golden.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
33, yellow. Set, go.
Now Love on the play fake. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Intended for Romeo Dobbs.
Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. McManus sends it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Okay, right.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. On target to Musgrave. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he...
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second quarter lead. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. On first and 10, it's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rally, they pursue, and get that screen to a minimal gain.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Eagles at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Hurts with it on 3rd and short.
The 3rd down pass. Lucas Van Ness on the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. That's grabbed at the 10. Jukes away from one. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Cooper DeJean on the cover.
Back to the air. Love. He finds Jacobs here underneath. Escapes the defender. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Trying to work quickly now.
That's good for Packers. First down.
Love with it on 1st down. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Packers take their first time out. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 38-yard line.
Once more, it's Love. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. They're working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throw, here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. This one's caught. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. Guys, man, it's golden. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. On the move, headed right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So it'll be 2nd down.
For the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Makes the score.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
And Torrey Jackson now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He only had 3 catches in the game, but he did make an impact on this play here. The Steelers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. 54 yards to the house. The Lions are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara, the 49ers hosting the LA Rams. And it's Brock Purdy. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The 49ers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He dodged the tackle, and he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Finds Barkley underneath. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
You know, Kay, we've worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and talk back. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
Coach Matt LaFleur ushering his Packers offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. Throwing, it's Love. Has it in close. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Ready.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
40. 22 meters. Ready.
Now Love on a play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Air it out on 3rd. He's running for it. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They're set up at the 35 now.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10.
They go play fake with Hurts. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. Small gain down to the 23. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Hurts yet again. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He's running with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. That last touchdown cuts their lead from 10 to 3, but a chance to restore it right here.
Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Finds him over the middle. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Love looking to pass. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down.
Come on, set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making a 9-point advantage. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
McManus on for the extra point. And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hurts to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. It's a sneak. Hurts. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Hurts. getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come. Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Play action. Love. Connects on the crosser. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Ready.
There's Love to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Watch out now. Ready.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Love from the gun. That's complete to Reed out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Ready.
Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown Green Bay. The Packers go up by 12 in the fourth. So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will
They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
That makes the score.
Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's going to be second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Setting up the running back screen. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And finally stopped at the 34. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Eagles losing by 14. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. It's Hurts once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. To throw. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. But instead, it's incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Down. 33. Yellow. Ready?
Handoff here to Jacobs. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
97.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Trying to set this up quick.
That's good for Eagles.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Hurts looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. And that spike freezes time. 16 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Sends this to the end zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.